नमस्कार, बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है गाइस आपके अपने चैनल kfcs पर। तो गाइस आज बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट वीडियो जिसके बारे में हम बात करेंगे और पूरी बातचीत होगी। आपने देख ही लिया होगा, थंबनेल इससे पता लग गया होगा। दुःख हुआ है बहुत ज़्यादा, पाकिस्तान की टीम चैंपियन बन चुकी है, इसे एक्सेप्ट करना होगा। हालाँकि अगर मैं बात करूँ इंडियन टीम की, तो इंडियन टीम ने जिस तरह से परफ़ॉर्मेंस किया थ्रू आउट द एशिया कप, मैं कहूँगा वन ऑफ द बेस्ट बेस्ट कह सकता हूँ कि अनडिफिटेबल थे, कोई हरा नहीं पाया था इस टीम को, बहुत ही शानदार इन्होंने किया। और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इंडियन टीम जो है इनमें कुछ ऐसे प्लेयर्स थे जैसे साई सुदर्शन हो गए, पीयूष गिल हो गए, आपके हंगर गीकर हो गए। इन लोगों ने काफ़ी अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस किया। मुझे थोड़ा-सा फ़ील होता है आकाश सिंह के लिए कि आकाश सिंह को थोड़े मौके और मौके मिल सकते थे, वहाँ पे अपने एबिलिटी को दिखाते। अ, दुःख हुआ है कि मतलब इंडिया पाकिस्तान का जब भी फाइनल होता है, पाकिस्तान से हार मिलती है तो बहुत अंदर से दुःख होता है कि ये क्या हो गया है? मतलब कुछ समझ में नहीं आता है बिल्कुल। और आज बहुत ज़्यादा मूड भी ऑफ था मेरा कि ये क्या हुआ अचानक से, और इसकी उम्मीदें रहती नहीं थी और मुझे ऐसा लगा था। हालाँकि अगर मैं रियलिटी की बात करूँ, रियल चेक, तो इमर्जिंग प्लेयर में कैप्ड प्लेयर्स भी खेल रहे थे पाकिस्तान की टीम में। तो और जो उनका फ़ॉर्म था, एक्चुअली फ़ॉर्म बहुत अच्छा चल रहा था पाकिस्तान का। सेमीफ़ाइनल में भी उन्होंने बहुत बड़ा स्कोर बनाया, फाइनल्स में भी बड़ा स्कोर बनाया। तो मुझे लगता है कि इंडियन टीम जो है कहीं न कहीं, और सेमीफ़ाइनल जिस तरह से खेल के आई थी इंडियन टीम, जैसे-तैसे उन्होंने बांग्लादेश को हराया था। तो कन्विंसिंग विन तो नहीं कहूँगा, लेकिन हाँ, जो मेहनत की थी प्लेयर्स ने, वो रंग लाई थी और फाइनली फाइनल में पहुँचे थे। तो आज अगर मैं बात करूँ पाकिस्तान की टीम की, तो उन्होंने बहुत बढ़िया ज़बरदस्त ओपनिंग पार्टनरशिप की और उन्होंने इंडिया को हर डिपार्टमेंट में मात दी है। अगर फाइनल पर्सपेक्टिव से मैं देखूँ तो बॉलिंग में, फील्डिंग में और बैटिंग में भी इंडियन टीम जो है, जब तक मुझे लग रहा था, जब तक साई सुदर्शन, यश दुल और अभिषेक शर्मा जैसे प्लेयर खेल रहे थे, तो मतलब कह सकते हैं श्योरिटी नहीं थी, लेकिन हाँ, उम्मीदें ज़रूर थी फैन्स को कि बिल्कुल हम पाकिस्तान को जो है हरा सकते हैं। इसके पूरे चांसेस हैं कि पाकिस्तान की जो है टीम को हम हरा देंगे। तो ये चीज़ है और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अ, इंडियन टीम का जो हार था, ये भुलाना होगा इस हार को भी। हालाँकि अगर इस टीम में बात करें तो एबिलिटी के हिसाब से अगर इसमें कैप प्लेयर्स होते तो शायद रिज़ल्ट डिफरेंट होता, लेकिन अ, हमें तारीफ़ करनी होगी इंडियन टीम की, जिस तरह से उन्होंने परफ़ॉर्मेंस दिया है एशिया कप में, फाइनल में खेले, अनडिफिटेबल रहे फाइनल से पहले तक। तो ये एक बहुत अच्छी चीज़ होगी इंडियन टीम में, और इससे पता चलता है कि इंडियन टीम में जो बेंच स्ट्रेंथ है वो कितनी स्ट्रॉन्ग है। ऑलरेडी आप ये भी जानते हैं कि एशियन गेम्स की जो प्लेयर टीम है वो भी अनाउंस हो चुकी है। इमर्जिंग एशिया कप में प्लेयर्स अच्छा खेल रहे हैं। और आज अगर वेस्ट इंडीज़ की मैं बात करूँ, तो वेस्ट इंडीज़ वर्सेस इंडिया में भी भारत ने एक बड़ा रिकॉर्ड बनाया है। 12 ओवर में 100 रन बनाए हैं। टेस्ट मैच में कभी इतना तेज़ नहीं खेले हैं। तो जो एक बेसबॉल अप्रोच है उसको आज दिखाया है भारतीय टीम ने कि बेसबॉल अप्रोच से भी वो खेल सकते हैं। तो उस बेसबॉल अप्रोच को शो किया है और वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम के सामने। और यहाँ पर अभी थोड़ा-सा जब बारिश हो गई है, तो बारिश ने थोड़ी-सी चीज़ें हैं थोड़ी ख़राब कर दी है। मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि बारिश अगर अभी नहीं हो रहा होता तो शायद से हम जो है डिक्लेरेशन पे होते। और मुझे लगता है कि अब कितने जो लास्ट का डे 5 है, अगर डे 5 में जाता है तो आई थिंक इंडिया जो है कहेगी कि वेस्ट इंडीज़ को कि आप आइए और बल्लेबाज़ी करिए। आज के दिन की अगर मैं बात करूँ तो बहुत ही शानदार उन्होंने गेंदबाज़ी की इंडियन टीम ने, स्पेशली अगर मैं मुकेश कुमार और सिराज के स्पेल की बात करूँ, तो बहुत ही शानदार स्पेल था उनका। और जिस तरह से उन्होंने खेला, इस चीज़ को मैं समझता हूँ कि बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त। और सिराज ने बहुत जल्दी टेलेंडर्स को आउट किया। ये चीज़ बहुत अच्छी लगी देखने में कि इंडियन के जो बॉलिंग है, बॉलिंग यूनिट ने आज थोड़ी जल्दी निपटारा किया वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम का। और वेस्ट इंडीज़ टीम की अगर मैं बात करूँ तो जितना उन्होंने पेशेंस दिखाया कल के दिन में, पूरे दिन उन्होंने बल्लेबाजी की। हालाँकि बहुत स्लो रेट में किया, लेकिन अ, इस कंट्री को जो क्रिकेट को रिवाइव करने के लिए जो जिस चीज़ की रिक्वायरमेंट थी, प्रॉपर टेस्ट की तरह खेले हैं। तो मुझे लगता है कि वेस्ट इंडीज़ टीम के लिए जो है ये टेस्ट मैच काफ़ी कुछ दे के जाएगा, काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा वेस्ट इंडीज़ को इस टेस्ट से। बाकी अगर मैं इस टेस्ट में जीतने की बात करूँ तो इंडियन टीम जो है यहाँ पर अब मुझे लगता है बल्लेबाजी करेगी। और थोड़े से क्वेश्चंस हैं, अगर मुझे से मेरे साथ कुछ एक्सपर्ट्स जुड़ते हैं, फैंस जुड़ते हैं, तो उनसे मैं सवाल जो बिल्कुल करना चाहूँगा कि ईशान किशन को उतारा गया है शुभमन गिल के साथ। क्या विराट कोहली तेज तर्रार बल्लेबाजी नहीं कर सकते थे? तो ये चीज़ का मैं बिल्कुल सवाल के जवाब चाहूँगा। देखते हैं कौन सवाल का जवाब देता है। इसके अलावा गाइस एक और न्यूज़ फाइनली जो है मैं कहूँगा कि हार्ट ब्रेक इंग्लैंड के लिए, क्योंकि इंग्लैंड ने जितनी मेहनत की थी इस टेस्ट में, कहीं न कहीं कल अबुशेन ने जिस तरह से सेंचुरी लगाई वो पूरी तरह से बदल दिया गेम को। और फाइनली जो है ये टेस्ट ड्रॉ हुआ। लेकिन ये जो टेस्ट ड्रॉ हुआ इंग्लैंड को हार की तरह चुभ रहा होगा, ऐसा लग रहा होगा उन्हें कि जो निवाला उन्होंने मुँह में लिया था, वो निवाला अंदर तो नहीं गया, कोई और छीन के ले गया। तो मतलब ये कह सकते हैं कि जीता हुआ गेम जो है उन्हें हार जैसा प्रतीत हो रहा होगा। तो ये जो ड्रॉप हुआ इंग्लैंड के लिए, मैं समझता हूँ ये बिल्कुल भी अच्छा नहीं हुआ। रेन के आगे, खैर वर्षा के आगे तो कोई कुछ कह नहीं सकता है, बट ये कहूँगा कि लक जो था वो नहीं था इंग्लैंड के साथ एशेज़ में। और जिस तरह से मैच डिफाइनिंग, मैच सेविंग इनिंग्स खेली लबुशेन ने, जिसकी हमने बातचीत की थी, उन्होंने फाइनली ऑस्ट्रेलिया को रिवाइव कराया है। तो ये मुझे लगता है कि इनजस्टिस हुआ थोड़ा-सा। और ये सोच रहे होंगे इंग्लैंड के प्लेयर्स भी कि हम जो है यहाँ पे जीत सकते थे, 2-2 से ड्रॉ हो सकता था, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली आज एक भी बॉल नहीं फेंका गया डे 5 में, और फाइनली जो है इस टेस्ट को ड्रॉ किया गया है। तो गाइस आप लोगों की क्या राय है, बिल्कुल इसमें देना है और अपने व्यूज़ रखिए। और गाइस जिस तरह से आप लोग का सपोर्ट रहता है, मैं वैसा ही पार्टिसिपेशन चाहूँगा आपका कमेंट्स बॉक्स पे भी। तो कमेंट बॉक्स में भी अपने कमेंट्स रेगुलर करते रहिए, अपने सवाल भेजते रहिए। आज का जो डिस्कशन रहेगा मेन इंडिया वर्सेस पाकिस्तान के मैच का रहेगा, क्योंकि इंडिया वर्सेस पाकिस्तान का मैच क्रिकेट में हो, हॉकी में हो, कहीं भी हो, किसी भी लेवल पे हो, वो इमर्जिंग में हो या डोमेस्टिक लेवल में हो रहा है, फिर भी डिस्कशन करना बहुत ज़रूरी है। तो हमारे साथ आज के राहुल हैं। सो हेलो राहुल, हाउ आर यू?
Yeah, hi Kunal. How are you?
But I am really sad, Rahul, after seeing this heavy defeat. I can say this is a big defeat for India. 128 runs and big score they have made. But still, I am proud that Indian team has done well. Why? Because if I see all the teams in Asia Cup, they have capped players, but Indians are coming with uncapped. No one is capped. No one is getting any international cap, and still they are managed to get into the finals. Especially, I want to mention some heroes like Hangar Gekar, Yash Dul, Sai Sudarshan, especially Abhishek Sharma. These are the talent, and especially Riyan Parag also. We always criticize this player, but Riyan Parag has shown something his all-rounder ability. Yes, that yes, if there is any bowling concern, if you need some extra bowler, Riyan Parag can be a future player who can complete the match and can bowl also as a part-time
Maybe, although not everyone has a very high opinion of Rian Parag, a lot of people are very surprised Rian Parag is in this squad. That is, for starters. Oh, actually, I was not aware that none of the Indian players were capped. That is a big surprise to me. I mean, I'm looking at the Pakistan team. As far as I know, only Mohammad Wasim Jr. has played for the Pakistan first
But
team. I don't know if anybody else has. Maybe Mohammad Haris. Mohammad Haris, has he played
yes,
for
yes, yes,
Pakistan?
yes. T20.
Oh, okay, okay. And even Saim Ayub and Tayyab Tahir, have they played for Pakistan or?
No, they are in PSL. Yet there is three players, but main thing is in playing 11, there is no cap players for India.
Yeah, that is a big surprise. But having said that, yeah, expected a better performance from India in the final. After all, the same against the same Pakistan team, we won very comprehensively in the group stages, and we came to the final undefeated. So yes, I definitely expect a lot better.
Yes, of course. But if I talk about this Pakistan team, I think they are quite happy now because we know that same team played against Zimbabwe and how they lost the series by 4-2. We all know 6 matches ODI series. Same team was there. They are playing with the same team. I think 1-2 players were different, but apart from that, they are playing with the same team and Zimbabwe. They lost to Zimbabwe by 4-2 in the 6 matches. So finally, I think there will be some happiness for Pakistan, and when they will come, they will play Asia Cup. There will be a huge boost for them. They will come in confidence also.
Well, yeah, the main Asia Cup team we expected to be a lot different from this emerging Asia Cups team, but yeah, definitely it's good for the future of Pakistan cricket. This win that will give them a lot of confidence that many of the players who came through the PSL and all that have stepped up in the final and managed to do well. For the Indian team, I would say although these are uncapped players, it's a little bit of a concern because many of these players could be potential future players for India. So if they're not winning a tournament like this, and that too losing in a final by this margin, it doesn't inspire much confidence because in the future too, many of these Pakistan team players might be up against these same players from the Indian team. So that also needs to be taken into consideration, in my opinion.
Actually, I want to say something that you should make a rule, proper rule, that if there is emerging Asia Cup, then no cap player should be allowed to play. Only those player will play who is not is played a single ball or not been named in a squad for international cricket. Then this will be the battle of equality. Otherwise, this is not a battle of equality.
True, I agree with that assessment.
So, if you are organizing this type of tournament, especially from ICC, I will request him that make a type of rule. You can say that in India there is going to be issue UCC, so Uniform Civil Code. So they will be equal. So why not if you are in a emerging Asia Cup? So you should make a one rule that no cap players will be allowed. Only uncapped players will be there. So in that way, you can came to know the strength, and in that way, if all are playing with the cap players, uncapped players, then definitely India will win this tournament. I am 100% can sign, and I will say in a white paper, I will say that if all the teams are playing with uncapped players, India definitely win this tournament. No doubt.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Although India versus Pakistan still might be competitive, or and to an extent against Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, no, they won't be very competitive with uncapped players. But what actually ICC cannot make the rules for the Asia Cup. There's an Asian Cricket Council, the ACC. They have to make this regulation.
Yes, because if you are not making this rule, then it's better you name this as a Asia Cup. Asia Cup, then it is justified that yes, this is the Asia Cup. Just go and practice. Because I think if India will do such things, then I think we have so many players. They can play likes of I can say Krunal Pandya. They can use Krunal Pandya, and if just imagine if Krunal Pandya playing today's final, then might be this score can be chased. Who knows?
Yes, absolutely.
So I think a rule must be there that if this is a tournament of uncapped players, so no capped player must be allowed. That is simple.
Yes, absolutely.
But yes, future stars, and especially we have so many bad comments for Rian Parag. But I when I see his age is 21, maybe after 4 5 years at the age of 25, maybe Rian Parag will become a mature cricketer. Who knows? Time changes, player form also change. I think so. Might be Rajasthan Royal will stick with the same player again, and yes, that will boost him some confidence. And I think today at one stage, Riyan Parag was on a hat trick. He take back to back 2 wickets of not the talenders; they are good batters. So I think that will boost the confidence of Riyan Parag also in this tournament. I think he has taken all around 3 4 wickets. He has not played that sensible knock, but yes, I think for a confidence booster, I think Rayan Parag should be considered in upcoming matches also, in emerging or any domestic tournament.
Mm, yeah, we have to see how he goes, uh, because in IPL also he's not shown much promise, even though he's been around for quite a while now, for several seasons. He hasn't shown an impressive season, but that's what T20 selection, ODI selection is a little bit different. If he does well in this format, then we can definitely consider selecting him for the team in ODI cricket, or even in Test cricket if he has the performances in those formats.
Yes. Okay. So now let's talk about the India versus West Indies. So Rahul, how you see our bowling lineup, especially Mukesh Kumar and Siraj? Siraj Pfeiffer and Mukesh Kumar 2 wickets. Impressive bowling from both of them.
Yeah, they bowled really well. Yesterday was a really tough day for India because rain kept interrupting play, and then we took only 4 wickets in the day. So I think today India really bounced back. They needed to turn things around quickly, because if West Indies batted another full session, it would have been very tough for India to try and push for a victory. So Mukesh Kumar bowled well, and then Mohammad Siraj did a great job of cleaning up the tail and ensuring that India come back to bat quickly. And yeah, India got off to a really good start with the bat. They really were scoring almost at T20 pace. Rohit Sharma, 57 of 44 balls. I mean, amazing innings, uh, seriously. And even Yashasvi Jaiswal was scoring at a good clip. So India has got the lead up to 301. We need rain to really stay away from as much as possible, so that we can uh, try and force a result in this match. There is still time. If play quickly resumes, we can try to get maybe about 100 more runs or something, and then declare. Give West Indies like 400, 450 to get in 4 sessions. They won't try to chase
But
it. They are clearly playing for a draw. So I think that will be
but
enough to try and win the match. We get 4 sessions and 10 wickets to take.
But one thing is that concern is that still there is rain, and if suppose if there is no single ball will be done, then lead is 301. Then I think West Indies will come tomorrow. India will declare the innings, and from ball one, West Indies will play, and a target will be 302. Then in that case, I think again Mukesh Kumar and Siraj spell will be important.
Yeah, I think so. Of course, I'm not sure if India should actually, let's say, no more play is possible today. I'm not sure if India should actually consider declaring at this score or not, because 302 is also gettable in a day if West Indies so decides that they can chase this target down, then we're not able to take wickets, then we could be in danger of losing the match. So I think India should maybe bat another 5 to 10 overs tomorrow. Let's say if the score remains like this, 5 to 10 overs tomorrow, and add on a few, or not even 5 to 10 overs. Just say add on maybe 20 to 30 more runs, so that that'll eat out some time a little bit, and then for West Indies to psychologically at 320, looks like a lot to chase on the final day.
Yes, let's see what will happen. But over and all, we can say that India have good bench strength. If I do the conclusion of today's in emerging Asia Cup, we see the few players they are playing. Yashasvi Jaiswal, the way he is playing in Test match, that is excellent. And the Indian approach is also good. And I think if the best ball approach will be used uniformly by all the countries, then after England, I think India will be there who can um, take this approach and can play. So they have shown some example also today. This is a record for India that in 12 overs they have completed 100 runs. So that is a record that finally India got, and I can say. But one thing I want to know, Rahul, are you justified with this decision that Ishan Kishan is coming before Virat Kohli? Why? I think Virat Kohli have is a multi talented player, multi-dimensional player. He can play in aggressive role also. He can play in a defensive role also. I think
They
it is up to
probably
Virat
don't
Kohli.
want Virat uh, Kohli to go there and throw his bat around. They think other batsmen are more suitable for that. I think Ishan Kishan is the right kind of batsman to play at that pace. Virat Kohli is not really the kind of batsman. While he's capable of hitting from ball one, that's no doubt, but he's not comfortable doing that. So you have to choose players who are comfortable doing that kind of a role, and I think that's probably why they wanted to send Ishan Kishan ahead of Virat Kohli to tell him go score some quick runs and build the lead.
Yes, of course. So yes, but overall conclusion, Rahul, do you think that the way Ishan Kishan is playing in first test match, they were slow wicket. There, Ishan Kishan have shown nothing. Now there is flat wicket, and Ishan Kishan is suddenly batting in a different manner. So, do you think in this way we can put trust on Ishan Kishan in test matches? Because always you don't get all the time flat track. You will get a spin track in India, different condition. Flat track in test match is very rare. So in this point of view, do you think India can rely on Ishan Kishan for longer time?
It really depends. I mean, given there is still Rishabh Pant who's coming back from injury, it really depends on how Ishan Kishan does. Two matches against West Indies is not enough to tell anything. Although it has to be noted that against West Indies, if you do well, we don't really consider it an achievement. But if you do very badly, that gets magnified more
Yes.
because of the kind of opposition that West Indies is. So so far, Ishan Kishan hasn't really impressed so far and shown that he can fill in Rishabh Pant's shoes.
Yeah, let's see what will happen. Okay, so Rahul, today finally day 5 in Ashes, no ball has been bowled, and finally this test match is draw. So how much you feel for England? The way they played, the way they tried their best, their bowlers work hard, and suddenly Labushin came and made a match-saving innings for Australia, and finally Australia retained the Ashes. So how much you feel for England now?
Yeah, it's unfortunate for England. I mean, and it's unfortunate for the Ashes in general because the first three matches, each match was very interesting and could have gone either way. I felt like this Ashes only deserved going into the deciding match at 2-2. That's the only this Ashes series deserved that finale where both teams go into the decider at two wins apiece. So unfortunately, we're not going to get that, and Australia has retained the Ashes with one match to spare. That's very unfortunate. And England was really dominating this match. Had there been full play on the last 2 days, I'm pretty sure England would have won this match.
Yeah. Okay. So one more issue that I want to discuss about the Harmanpreet Kaur. I think you have also heard news about Harmanpreet Kaur also. decision was not great, not a good umpiring in Bangladesh. But do you think the way Harmanpreet Kaur is reacting, he put the bat on the wickets, his statement that umpire is doing contribution for this uh, draw. So, do you think this type of statement and the way the Harmanpreet Kaur is acting, it is good for a cricketer, because the various women cricketer when come in a young age, because I know more than I think maximum women cricketers who are in young age, their ideal is Harmanpreet Kaur, Smriti Mandhana, Mitali Raj. So in that way, do you think this is a good sign? I think this will give a bad impact of upcoming players.
Yeah, it's definitely not good behavior kicking down the stumps, and the level of and her behavior, it wasn't not ideal. But I guess she was being a little bit outspoken at the press conference when she apparently felt that the umpiring was very biased towards Bangladesh, because what I find appalling is that in women's cricket there is no DRS, first of all, to review the decision, and there is no neutral umpires. You need neutral umpires exist in cricket because it's a natural tendency that the home umpires will have bias towards the home team. So that is why neutral umpires was brought in as a concept. I'm very surprised that in women's cricket they don't have these systems in place, which are commonplace in men's cricket. I'm very surprised by that. Having said that, even Smriti Mandana, if you saw the press conference, she said that umpires were didn't hesitate much to raise the finger against Indian batsmen like they were against Bangladeshi batsmen. So that kind of tells me something, that maybe they felt the umpiring was very biased at the end. So Harmanpreet Kaur was being a bit outspoken at the post-match presentation. I said, to be saying all those kind of things like the umpiring was not good. Next time we come to Bangladesh, we'll prepare for those things. Of course, she got fined for it because, according to ICC rules, those things are not allowed. They had to do their part. But on Harmanpreet Kaur's part, I felt she was being outspoken at it. I don't defend kicking the stumps or shouting uh, at the umpire, but I didn't have an issue with what she said at the press conference, and yeah, maybe she should have also avoided telling Bangladeshi players bring the umpires also for the photo shoot.
Yes,
That because we have to remember, it's not the players' fault. They didn't. It's not like they paid the umpires to give them good decisions. I mean, it's possible, but there's no proof regarding that. In fact, we have done a little bit of what Bangladesh. We have made fun of Bangladesh for doing. We've seen many matches where India won and Bangladesh fans crying about bad umpiring decisions. So we have done the same basically in this match.
yes, of course. Okay, so now let's move on to second test match that is starting for Sri Lanka versus Pakistan. So Rahul, the way Pakistan have win that match, I don't think that was so convincing. But what you will say to Sri Lanka now? Will they change the composition of their playing 11, or they must go with the same playing 11?
I think go with the same playing 11. It almost worked in the last match. Let's be frank. It almost worked for them. I think the spin trio of Prabhat Jayasuriya, Ramesh Mendes, and Dhananjaya De Silva, they're a good spin trio. Of course, I think Sri Lanka needs better contributions from their openers going forward in this match. And now there'll be a little bit of adjusting in the conditions for Sri Lanka to do, because I think this is the first time in a very long time that Sri Lanka is going to play a test match outside Gaul. They've been playing only in Gaul for a very long period, if I'm not wrong. They've not really gone to any other ground. So there is that challenge for them. They're going to be playing this match in Colombo instead. But the thing is, I think they need to go with the same team and perhaps uh, need to hope that they capitalize on strong positions. Like Sri Lanka was in a position of strength when they scored 312 in the first innings, and they had Pakistan at 100 for 5. So it's a question of learning from their mistakes.
Yes, of course. Okay, and if we talk about the, yeah, just give 1 minute. Okay. So if we talk about the venue, also venue record for Colombo, and if I see the average score of first innings, second innings, and third innings, it is around 350. But when we goes to fourth inning, it goes to less than 200. So Rahul, do you think that again spinners will dominate in this match again?
Yes, I think the spinners will dominate uh, in the match, and most Sri Lankan pitches generally favor spin, and anyone who wins the toss should definitely choose to bat first. In my opinion, it's pretty obvious that teams have to bat first on the Colombo wicket. We have to see how this match plays out, though. Let's see how the pitch plays out. A test match is happening in Colombo after a very long time, so we don't know how the conditions are going to play out exactly.
And one surprising thing is that maximum score made by Sri Lanka in this pitch is 756, and lowest score is also given by Sri Lanka is 81. So see the difference.
Yeah, it is a big difference, of course. You expect it to be that way, but having said that, lots of test matches have been played in Colombo before, so you will likely get those kind of variations. You will get the good, bad, and the ugly, or the moderate, the not good, not bad, like that.
Yes, of course. Okay, so your views on Pathum Nishanka? Do you think that Nishanka deserves any place? Uh, Although their opponents are good, opponents are in a great form. So, do you think that Nishanka should come because they are included after so many
I
times?
don't think they should bring in Batum Nishanka. Nishan Madhushanka did pretty well in the last match. So, I mean, he did well. I think it was his test debut, if I'm not wrong. So, yeah, he did well on his test debut. So, I feel he deserves to have another chance. And of course, Karuna Ratne, he's the captain of the team. So, they're not going to drop him. But I don't think Sri Lanka needs to change their their opening combination at all.
Okay, so if we talk about Pakistan, also they are not too convincing. If we see, they are just dependent upon only two players, Shakil and Salman. Those two are playing. Babar Azam is not playing in that standard. The standard we know about Babar Azam, Abdullah Shafiq also, Imam Ulhaq is not performing. So, do you think that if Shakil or Salman will not perform better, then it might be a loss for Pakistan also?
Uh, yeah, definitely. If it might be a loss for them if one of them are not performing, and yeah, they need Babar Azam to really step up and make a big score. Hopefully, Saud Shakil, who had a good first test overseas, he can continue his form. But I think the worry for Pakistan is their top order collapsing. Both their innings, they played the top order didn't fire. So Pakistan needs that to come together. They need to get a good opening partnership.
Yes, of course. So let's see what will happen, and we'll definitely come tomorrow and see what will be the series. But yes, uh, I can say that in second test match, West Indies have shown some fight that yes, they have capability, they can score runs, and some good youngster is also there. So till then, thank you very much, Rahul, for your time
Yes,
again.
thank you, Kunal.
Uh, yeah. So tomorrow we will back and discuss about the India versus West Indies series. Till then, guys, just subscribe it, and the way you are supporting me is wonderful. And just doing like this, and this is my promise also that something new segment will be there in this channel. So I will definitely implement in upcoming weekends. So let's see how we can manage. So till then, guys, thank you very much. Goodbye and good night.